Welcome to Grand Peace Online News. It's your host with the most, revolveragz. I'm glad you guys are here, fellow Grand Peace Online players. Now, we do have some controversial topics to go over. Not only that, there's some news on some new fruits that are coming to the game that has been confirmed. Find out here on Grand Peace Online News. Okay, so what we're first going to go over is the whole Jackson Pirate situation. Now, if you are not aware, the infamous crew, the Jackson Pirates, aka JP, have actually been banned and disbanded from Grand Peace Online. They are no longer on the Phoeyu seas at all. Some of their members still remain, all accounts, etc. But the main crew and a lot of their higher ups have actually been banned from Grand Peace Online permanently. Now, it may or may not be permanent, but regardless, they are completely gone. If you want to know the scandal that took place that led to their ban, here's the place to find out about it. So, according to my inside sources, the JP higher-ups were hosting a giveaway for the infamous binary shades. Cool shades, whatever you want to call them. These shades are damn near rarer than the prestige candy cane. Only a certain amount of admins have that, and there's only a handful of admins, which means there's probably only about 5 or 10 of them before this event happened. Now, I'm not too sure how they got their hands on multiple of these shades, but they had them, and they were giving them away to their fellow JP members. The JP higher-ups had binary shades, and they decided to do a raffle system. So, if the rarer the fruit, the higher chance you had in getting the shades. So, legendary, rare, etc. I'm pretty sure mythical gave you the highest amount of points to be entered into the raffle, and the more fruits you gave, the higher the chances you got. And if there's at least, let's say, about 50 JP members entered into this, let's say if each one of those members at least gave 2 fruits, that is 100 devil fruits that the JP higher-ups had in their rotation. At least 100 devil fruits. And now I'm not too sure how many JP members did enter into this, but there are quite a few JP members, and this was in a trading server, so I'm pretty sure the trading server was full to an extent. So let's say about 20 to 50 members took place in this, and hey, I'm pretty sure they gave more than 2 fruits per person, but let's say the JP higher-ups had about 50 to 100 fruits in their rotation just off of this. So it may or may not have been rigged. I'm not too sure. I don't have, I don't know what's going on. I'm just an outsider. I'm hearing some people won and they were JP higher ups, which means all the people that gave fruits and didn't win the shades lost out on all their devil fruits, hard-earned devil fruits. So I mean, I don't have any sympathy for any JP member. They lost their devil fruits on their own accord. They should have known the risks that was involved in giving their fruits away for a raffle. Okay, like, who does that? And now they are all banned. Now, I'm not too sure if the people who gave their fruits away are banned, or it's just the people that hosted the event that are banned. But I guess we'll find out at a later date. So, going over this little PDF, Google file, Google Doc, GPO raffles. So this was made by one of the JP commanders, but yeah, whatever. Hello, I'd like to start off by saying we appreciate those affected by Science ban spree to be unbanned. Okay. We have come to believe that these bans were unjustified as GPO raffles are allowed. There's no specification in any rules by admins that raffles were not permitted. To explain the story, in the middle of hosting a raffle for the cool shade sign joins and asks to stop this. However, my associates and I understand that there was nothing wrong being done with genuine winner being chosen at random. Depending on the raffle entries they have, they would be a winner. However, in the midst of accepting participants into the raffle, I was wrongfully banned by Cyan. After that, more associates ended up getting banned. To prove this was a real raffle being conducted, here are some pictures. And then they have a list of pictures. I mean, they have a list of players and the raffle scores. Now, what I will say about this is, obviously, there's nothing in the rules saying, hey, we can't do a raffle. There's nothing in the rules saying you can't do something along these lines. However, if you look at it on a bigger scale, they are doing, this is essentially gambling on a kind of big level. So you're getting a bunch of members to give fruits away, and then whoever gives the most and the rarest fruits gets put into a system. They get a bunch of points, and they still might not even have a chance of winning these shades. That's gambling, and I'm pretty sure that goes against ROBLOX TOS. So the admins banning these guys is actually kind of justifiable in a sense. So let's just keep scrolling. Next wave participants. Okay, so raffle wave prizes. Now I'm seeing this part right here and I'm confused because why is, okay, participants: Sav is a watcher, as a frontman, helper, escort, music player. Which means they gave their devil fruits away to give to Logan for free. Anyways, we're gonna scroll down. Raffle information: how to enter. To obtain a raffle, you must trade any of these items to obtain the raffle. Here's a rundown on how many raffles can be earned depending on the quantities or qualities, whatever. Common, nothing. Uncommon, 1. Rare, 2. Item fruits, legendary, free, 10. Mythical, 20. Unobtainable, free for 12. Collectible, 15. So that is kinda alright. Details on raffles you can earn from chromas: cracking gear. No one cares about cracking stuff. Unobtainables: Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, anniversary. Them boys are getting free free CCs, free prestige candy canes. Alright. So one thing I will say about this, them boys must have got a shitload of fruits and rare items from this. That's crazy. And then Cyan comes in, starts banning them boys. We believe that this has been the case, Cyan, the clear sign of abuse have been involved and should be unbanned. Cyan's position should be reconsidered. Ooh, they're trying to demote Cyan over here. Although GPO community doesn't have a fond side of JP, we're in fact good people. If someone is confused about our objectives of giving such valuable accessory for a raffle, the reason being is for the item return for the participants. And even if we didn't make any profit, it was a fun experience for those involved. But you do make profit because you got a bunch of rare items and devil fruits. So you made profit. You're making profit. Literally, you're making profit. The only people that don't make profit are the people that gave away their devil fruits and items to not get the cool shades. Tough. If it wasn't known before, after we were banned, players who participated in the raffle above, now there'll be no winner because Cyan's disapproval of something is permitted. Cyan sees us as scammers, but the situation and this situation as a scandal. However, he banned us preventing any prize from genuinely being given. It should be also known that one of our associates was a member of Phoeyu's Patreon. The sole purpose, what does that have to do with anything? One of our associates was that has nothing to do with anything. That is irrelevant from the situation. The sole purpose of the associates in the raffle was to help run it smoothly. I was being a front man and wouldn't have been able to win any raffle giveaway himself. Okay, so that's all there is to that. And then there are some screenshots of people winning the shades. So y'all boys could do with this information what you please. Regardless, the situation has already been handled by the higher ups and they made their decision, and the decision is final. If they feel like coming back on that decision and unbanning them, that is definitely up to them. We're gonna let the GPO devs and admins handle the situation as they see fit. My little 2 cents before we move on to the next topic is I do not care at all, really. I genuinely don't. So moving on, we do have a confirmation on the new fruit, new paramecia, and that is string. Binary has said the paramecia is confirmed in future updates. String, pour, and mochi are definitely coming. String was always confirmed. Just we are doing string and pour. Okay, so the grammar there kind of got to me, but doesn't matter. We do have string, pour, and mochi coming. Now, do we know when they're coming? Maybe, maybe not. Update 5 is around the corner. Update 5 is going to be dropping with the Christmas. In terms of update 5, we can only speculate what may or may not come to the game. We do know that it's going to be a Christmas update coming along with it. So new limited weapons or new rare weapons and items and gear that will come with a Christmas update reboot. Last year we did have the candy cane, which was not meant to come back, but it did in a prestige version. Hopefully we get something quite entertaining. There's a bunch of things that could come with the Christmas update, but I'm definitely looking forward to string. I do want to see what the moves are going to be. I do want to see what the moves will do. I know that Doflamingo is going to be an interesting character to mimic. We do know some of his moves, birdcage. We also know that the string can repair his organs with string. We also do know that he can control people. So Doffy is gonna be a very interesting one, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the table. And finally, we have got to the final piece of the news. Now, shortly following the upload of this video, a whole 24 hours later, Phoeyu has decided to cap Kiribachi's damage to 40. Now, I do think this is just a very, very short notice attempt to nerf Kiribachi so that the Horo no Mi Kiribachi combo is no longer viable. If you don't know about the combo, Kiribachi being nerfed to 40 is pretty bad because it means slower weapons like the Great Sword is now just a million times better than Kiribachi, and it scales higher now. If you do put the right amount of stats into Great Sword, it will do about 50 a hit, along that 49 to 50 something a hit, depending on how much points you put in it. So it just got rid of Kiribachi and made room for a weapon that actually has more overpowered abilities. So Kiribachi's nerf is a bit undermined, and people are going to find ways around that very easily. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see how that turns out. So that is definitely it for Grand Peace Online news. I'm glad everyone tuned in, and I shall see y'all boys another time.